I'm going to just sit here and hang out and see. We're going to give it a few minutes, let some people come in. If they're interested, I'm just going to get started. And in about 5 minutes, give people a chance to come through if they're interested. Either which way it's going to post, and whoever's meant to see it's meant to see it. So, hello, guys. Welcome in. And how are you today? Leave me some comments down below. I'd love to talk to you. I've got all the cards out on the table, but we'll get started here in a few minutes. Let's put some music on. What do we want to listen to today? Let's see. Hi, everybody. Welcome in. We're going to get started here in a few minutes. I'm just going to give a second to everybody that wants to come in and join us. I hope you guys are doing well. I have everything out on the table tonight. So in about 2 or 3 more minutes, we're going to get started, okay? Yay! Hi there. Hi. I'm sorry, I don't have my eyeballs on. Let me get a little closer. Hi, Key. Hi, Divine. What is it? Grackle? How you doing? Oh, well, thank you very much. That's very kind of you. I'm in my pajamas. Are you guys wearing your jammies too? Let's see. Oh, thank you. I'm excited. I'm excited. I'm very excited. I'm thinking about doing this every Friday night. What do you guys think? I have a beau at the door. He's not coming in. He's not part of the pajama party. I'm a little nervous, I have to say. Yay, that's awesome. Pajama party over here. All right, maybe I'm just a little nervous. I don't know, but I'm kind of wanting to get started. I'm going to give it another minute or two. What do you guys think? Can you guys hear me okay? So I'm just going to start talking real quick. We all know this is a collective energy reading. Gigi's not a therapist. We all know that. I have everything out on the table. We're going to do some zodiac. We have romance oracles. We have divine feminine, archangels, soul's journey, and angels and ancestors. Whatever calls to me while we do this reading, I will do it. I've got tinglies everywhere. I'm so excited. I'm a little nervous. Oh my goodness. It did. Was it a good resonate or was it like, I don't know, was it good for you? Was that a good thing for you, Divine Crackle? I'm glad you're all here, by the way. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm super excited to do this for you guys. All right. So I think I've waited long enough. I think we've all waited long enough. Let's just get our saging and our blessing and we're gonna get going. Oh, that's wonderful. Yes. When you start creating, let me hear all the things. I love violin. I think it's one of the most beautiful instruments out there. I'm actually going to be picking up my old instrument too. I'm picking up my flute again, my side flute, and I'm going to be practicing myself. So good for you. I'm really happy for you. Definitely upload some music and share it with me when you get it done. All right, here we go, guys. Holy Spirit, please come down with your angels to protect and guide me as I channel the energy surrounding the collective this evening. Please allow me to channel clear, honest, and precise messages for our people. And please only allow heaven's white light to surround this reading and cast any darkness back to hell where it belongs. Please and thank you. think it's time for some new sage. Okay. My goodness. All right, let's just see what's going on. Let's see what's going on for our people. Let's just make some room here. Don't mind me. Normally I do this and I'm not nervous, but for some reason I'm a little nervous. Don't judge me. All right, here we go, guys. Holy Spirit, what is the zodiac energy surrounding this first live reading for our people? Ooh, there's something. All right, here we go. The moon, Cancer. One more spirit, please. Thank you. And Jupiter, where's my cheat sheet? Sagittarius. Sagittarius, please check your placements, folks. Just making sure you guys can see pretty well. And we have Saturn, I think Saturn Capricorn. Saturn Capricorn, yes. So Cancer, Sagittarius, and Capricorn. All right, where are we starting? Which one wants to start? Ooh, Divine Feminine wants to start. Oh, Divine Feminine's coming out. What does she have to say today? I'm interested. All right, we're just going to see what comes out. Where's my book? Just in case we need it to get her little excerpt. Excuse me. Sorry, Luke. Okay. All right, Divine Feminine, what do you have to say to our people today? Welcome in, everybody who's coming in. Thank you for joining me. I love and appreciate you. All right, here we go. Divine Feminine, definitely some energy surging. Probably because you guys are here with me. This is the most energy I've felt shuffling these cards ever. So that's pretty cool. All right, Divine Feminine, what do you have to say? Okay. We have Pope Joan, the Pontiff of Possibilities, and we have Hestia, the Goddess of Sanctuary. The possibilities are limitless because the soul is limitless. Exactly. Don't let anything hold you back. Anything. What does she have? No matter where I am home. I am the sacred sanctuary. This most sacred sanctuary is found within me. Yes, because your body is your temple. And as long as you stay within the white light of heaven, your body will always be a sanctuary. Okay? So, treat your body as a temple. Okay? It's the temple for your soul. And never underestimate yourself. I really feel like that is the main message for this reading. So we're going to see where we go from here. Want to say anything? What was it? I'm sorry. Keyword. What is it you're asking? Cancer. Somebody's a Cancer, Leo, cusp, Sagittarius, Sun, Sagittarius, Moon here. Awesome. I'm a Cancer, Leo, cusp myself. I was born July 26th. When's your birthday? Oh, sorry. Let me show you the cards. All right, let's see what the archangels want to say. There's something that wants to come out here too. Everybody wants to talk to you guys today. The 23rd, hey, my fellow Leo. Last few months, that's awesome. Virgo, Libra, cusp, Gemini, Moon. Yes. So let me ask you, Divine Grackle, did you have, what was your full moon in Cancer like? Was it a doozy for you too? All right. Okay. Somebody's guardian angel is with them. Love yourself unconditionally. And when you have moments of weakness, ask for help. Your guardian angels are with you. They're watching over you. Yeah, that let me tell you, since my awakening back in June of 2021, that was the most like intense full moon I have ever experienced, ever, ever. Freaked me out a little bit, to be 100% honest. But I'm going to take this one for myself when I'm saying this, but it was my guardian angels were with me during that full moon because it was a doozy. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I can completely agree with that one too with the full moon in Gemini. It's well, I have Gemini in my Venus, so maybe that's why it was triggering all of that. I don't know, but it was one heck of a doozy. These full moons, though, oh my goodness. All right, so we're just gonna jump into this. I'm gonna start out with Soul's Journey, get some messages, see what's going on, and then we'll touch on the angels and ancestors, see what they have to say, and then we're gonna do it. For those of you guys who have seen my readings before, um, I tend to close my eyes. It's the best way for me to get the clear picture of what's going on in the crystal ball up here. So if you notice that, that's just the reason. It's how I focus. Okay. So what does Soul's Journey have to say? Holy Spirit, let me focus. What's the message for the collective tonight? So I'm getting are you passed on? Yes, there's a passed on energy that may very well be guardian angel, somebody that you may consider it a guardian angel or your ancestor or a spirit guide that is watching over somebody very important, guiding them on a path to do something very big. Okay. Do you have any messages to start off with? Stay focused. Keep your mind clear. Make sure you're meditating, practicing proper spiritual practices, specifically when it comes to your spiritual baths. Please make sure you're doing those regularly. Are you protecting this particular person from dark entities? On the nose, big time. Okay, so making sure that you are protecting yourself, saging, properly cleansing your crystals. I'm being told to make sure you are taking very good care of your spiritual items. And first and foremost, your temple, your physical person, making sure you're getting enough rest, eating right, and all of that stuff because you're about to do something extraordinary and you're going to need your stamina. If you haven't detoxed certain things out of your body, maybe it may be time now to start changing the way you eat and the way you possibly treat your physical person. This guardian, your guardian, is asking you to make sure you put yourself in a place to where you can take very good care of yourself and get yourself in tip-top shape. Let's see. Sorry, guys, I wasn't looking at the here. Started in April 2021. Wow. To Venus, Gemini. Had to be my magic first love of my granny. I feel the energy on the regular. Very. Do you happen to keyword? Do you happen to know if your gram was her chart at all? Do you know any of her zodiac? Because the energy's coming through, and I'm seeing a man. But again, it could just be the energy that I'm being shown. All right. This message is specifically about taking care of yourself and knowing that you can do anything. All right, Spirit. Too many, please. One at a time, please, please, Spirit. What messages do you want to tell the collective, please? Have zero doubt in yourself. You have a divine purpose. You're being guided to do it. Never doubt yourself. And that's why this guardian of yours is sitting here watching you. And if you're feeling energies, it's because grandma, well, Leo is a masculine energy. So that I could just be, she could be channeling showing me the masculine side of her. I know she was a Pisces sun. Okay. Oh, her birthday's coming up. Leo grandma. This is very funny. My grandmother was a Pisces as well. and my grandpa was a Leo. He was actually born the 28th of July. Yeah, the energies around you are there protecting you. If the energy ever feels off, it's time for a cleanse. On the nose big time. I'm being told that somebody needs to sage. If you haven't protected your house with sage and cleansed your home with sage, it's time to do it. I would also suggest putting lavender in the corners and on the windowsills to help guard against any negative energies coming into your home. Because there may be something lingering, trying to manipulate the situation with you and holding you back, that may be causing you doubts. There may be some darkness that's lingering that's trying to manipulate somebody, because I'm being told that there's somebody doubting themselves. Never doubt yourself. You're being led to do this by the divine, and your guardians and your protectors and the angels are here to help you. And if you're feeling it, meditate on that energy. Start journaling. Thank you. Courage, envy, and imagination. Okay. The courage comes in here. The energy I'm getting off of this is the courage is something that needs to be channeled more of to kind of outweigh the doubt. And sometimes you may have to get creative with the way that you do it, with finding your courage. Okay. If you are feeling kind of blocked in the creative aspect of it, it's because there's something dark lingering, and I'm being pushed more towards the spiritual protection side. If you're trying to channel, I would highly recommend Palo Santo. It's a very mild type of smudge. Okay, it doesn't linger too awful long, and it will just dissipate. Just open up all the windows and the doors. Okay, and if you are feeling blocked creatively, it's because there's something lingering. I would highly recommend doing an actual, I mean, there's ways to create holy water. I would highly suggest blessing the home with holy water. If you're able to sage. I would highly suggest getting fresh lavender and putting it on the windowsills and just on the ledge above the door as protection. You can always get clear quartz and put them on your windowsills as well to help protect yourself that way. I would also suggest journaling. It'll just write whatever comes to your mind, and you'd be surprised. You may end up getting messages and start being able to communicate with the 5D. Don't use a Ouija board, please. Don't use a Ouija board. I don't. I would not recommend that. So I don't know why I felt the need to say that, but don't know. I don't suggest Ouija boards at all. I've actually stepped away from using a pendulum because it can easily be taken over by the wrong type of energy. So I would highly suggest that. Oh, you're absolutely welcome. That's what I'm here for. Um, envy. Sometimes I'm going to be honest. As a human, we can tend to see. I'll just use. I don't know why the Kardashians, but I'm just going to use the Kardashians. Some of us want to have that kind of lifestyle, and we start to get envious, and then we start doubting our own capabilities because we see what social media and the outside world wants. What they think is socially acceptable, but in reality, it's just a dark entity. Envy is one of the seven deadly sins, and it's more. It's just not, it's not good for the soul. It's not good for the creative mind. It's not good for us, and with our self-respect, our self-confidence, any of that. It really isn't. And it needs to be wiped away along with this doubt. And right now, the main focus here is, like Divine Grackle said, it's staying in hermit mode, focusing on you, making sure you're practicing your spiritual practices, reading any spiritual literature, attending any spiritual gatherings that you do for, fellowship. And if you attend any type of church or synagogue or temple or anything like that, maybe it's time to do a little bit more of that, opening up more to spirit. And I would highly recommend, and I'm being told, social media technology. I know we all spend so much time on it. I know I do. I know I spend way more time than I should, and I've cut back significantly, but it really definitely blocks your mind. It really does. It's just, there's something about it that just, I don't know, it's just not natural. And it really can mess with people's minds. I know that I sometimes, when I get on the TikTok, or not even the TikTok, I don't have TikTok, but Instagram, and I'm looking at some of these beautiful women doing all kinds of stuff, and I see people traveling, and I'm like, I really want to do this, and it starts messing with me a little bit, and I have to put it on hold because it's taking away from the things that I'm working on for myself. So I would like to offer that suggestion as well. If you feel blocked, if you feel like you're overwhelmed, or you're feeling a little bit of doubt and maybe a little bit of envy, I would highly suggest putting down the tech, social media, all of that for a little bit. Take maybe do give it up, like give it up for Lent, if you will, but give it up for a little while. Take maybe a 30-day break and work on your whatever your talent is, whatever your creative outlet is, whether it be playing your instrument, writing music, painting, drawing, whatever it is. Focusing on that. But I really, it really starts with cleansing your home, protecting yourself, getting your mind, body, and soul in alignment. Work on your chakras and meditation and prayer. It's really going to help. It really will, and it will definitely open up your creative mind. I just said I was going to go off social media. Okay. I'm really contemplating it myself, like just keeping my YouTube and possibly, well, my Facebook because of family, but I'm really contemplating like just you know how they have for children's tablets, like you can put like a 30-minute time. I think I'm going to start timing myself and giving myself an allotment of time because it really does mess with me. I don't get out nearly as much. I don't get down on the floor and play with the dog and the kid as much as I want. We're all sitting there in front of the TV watching it and just zombieing out on it and just melting our brain cells. So I definitely can tell that when I'm on it too much, my creative side, and I've got a lot of creative projects going on. So I completely understand that. So let's see what else we got. Forgiveness. Okay. What is this, spirit? Somebody's heart is heavy. Is somebody holding on to something that they haven't forgiven or completely forgiven or is on the verge of forgiving, but they're kind of like still skeptical about it, whether it be with somebody else or with yourself? There's something lingering there, and that may also be causing a lot of doubt. It could also be causing a lot of stagnation in your creativity. It says here, I acknowledge that harboring resentment blocks the flow of love. And it also it blocks the flow of creativity. It could also block, your sleep patterns. It could block a lot of things. Is holding resentment. Absolutely. Yeah, you can totally get it. You can call them and ask the priest if you can collect some. But I was given spirit had given me some insight on how to do it. I was told to just take some. You can use just I used tap water, and I took a freshly charged crystal, placed it in the bowl that I want to, pour the water over it, and I bless it and pray over it. And just that's how I was informed by spirit how to do it. And it worked pretty well for me. So you can do it yourself or you can go and ask the church. Either which way, but it's relatively easy to do yourself. But I would definitely suggest blessing the house, taking a very detailed spiritual bath. Um, it's extraordinarily important. You can either do, I mean, we're still getting the residuals of this full moon. I would suggest doing it either now and for the new moon. You can do it anytime, but those are the most, if you follow the moon phases and get, your energy from I know I'm controlled by the moon. I very much so. Um, I would highly suggest following your moon patterns, how you react to it, and just follow what spirit tells you. If the energy pulls you into the bathroom to take one, I would do it. I was getting in another reading about somebody going to a hot springs. I don't think it was a reading I posted, but somebody was, maybe I did. I don't remember, but I remember seeing somebody going to a natural hot spring during some part of the moon, whatever. I think it was maybe the new moon, full moon. I don't know, but they were taking a spiritual bath in a natural hot springs, and that sounds like a really good idea. Out in nature, being as close to God as possible, and just purging yourself and cleansing yourself in something of organic matter. I think that would be a great idea if you can do that too. But there's something about this forgiveness, possibly that some also that may lead to grief. Is somebody? Hmm. Okay. I'm being told that this may have to do with somebody losing somebody that may be in grief, that can't, maybe you weren't there when they passed, didn't get to say your official goodbye. Um, and you're holding maybe some resentment about that, and you're still in grief about it, and it's blocking you. But that's what I'm being told. I'm getting a lot of energy surges when I say that, as if my higher self is touching me on the shoulders. Oh, in Texas. I've never been to Nevada hot springs, but I went to a bunch in Utah, and they have some beautiful ones. Um, Definitely check out and see if you can find any in Texas. There's got to be. I mean, Texas is huge. It's got to have everything. So you may want to look into it. Maybe in Central Texas, up in the mountains somewhere. I don't know. Interesting. Hmm. I'll have to, my dad's in Houston, so I may have to ask him, and maybe I can reach out to you and let him know if you're anywhere near there. See if I can help you out with that. But yeah, I'm definitely being told that somebody may be holding a little bit of resentment that they may not have been able to say goodbye to somebody that they love very much. And it may be causing them a lot of grief that could be causing a lot of stagnation as well. Could also be affecting a lot of relationships, possibly with family and close friends. Your doubt, your doubt in yourself may be causing you some issues in relationships as well. Maybe being able to keep relationships or start new ones. Here's what I'd like to suggest. Just a suggestion. Um, God will forgive you as long as you ask for forgiveness. Now, it says in the Lord's Prayer that we should forgive others as or forgive others as we want to be forgiven, basically. Okay, those who trespassed against us, and not let them lead us into temptation. Okay, and having resentment in your heart can lead to temptations, temptations to pop off at the mouth and say hurtful things, you know throwing evil eyes towards people without even realizing it. um and we don't want that happening to us, because those things block our creative minds, our spirit, our soul, all of that, and it can keep us stagnant. So if there's somebody that needs to be forgiven, whether it be yourself or somebody else, if you want to be forgiven, you have to start forgiving. And it may not happen right away. You may need to slowly pray and meditate on it, but that forgiveness needs to eventually happen. Okay? Because it will give you more courage, saying that you were able to do something you didn't think you were going to be able to do. Because, honestly, I'll give you a moment of testimony here, guys. When I was younger, my grandmother passed away when I was 7. She was like a mom to me. My mom was a single mom, and she was always gone working, and I never, ever, ever, ever got to see her really on the weekends and sometimes at night. But my grandmother and grandfather were always there. And when she passed away, my mother felt that I was too young to say goodbye, and I never got to go to the funeral. And it was a Jewish funeral, so it was a whole big thing, and it was like a whole like week or two of a whole bunch of stuff. And I resented my mom for a very long time because of it, and I held a grudge about it because I didn't feel like I was able to say goodbye. Oh, yeah, I completely understand that. Yeah, my for me too. Up until I was 30, I was not at my best self either. I was more into the party lifestyle. Absolutely. And that's, I've heard a lot from a lot of people who have gone through spiritual awakenings and have been going through this for years, that, when we go through these awakenings, and if you're part of a twin flame journey, it's so much shadow work. It's so much self-healing. You're open, your eyes are open to so many things, especially when spirit wakes you up and gives you gifts of sight, and your intuition's on like top notch, and you're feeling all the things. Oh yeah, we have no other choice as divine beings to shape up before spirit ships us, and we all know where he's going to ship us, and I don't want any of that, and I don't think any of you guys do either. So but it really it's a lot of work. It is a lot of work. And that's the reason why we came here. These are the life lessons that we were sent here to do. This is what we signed up for. And that the fact that you are able to see that in yourself, Divine Crackle, it's amazing. It's amazing. And a lot more of us, need to put it into words, the things that we need to change. And that's why I really think that journaling, putting these things into music, writing out songs, writing out poetry, painting these feelings out, get it out somehow, is going to help you release the doubt of yourself. It'll allow you to somehow channel the energy to forgive, whether yourself or others. And that way you can build healthy relationships, you can be top notch in all the things, you'll be completely aligned. I really feel that way. And you can definitely, you know, you'll be working on your self-esteem at the same time. I keep I keep being brought back to, somebody needs to take better care of their physical vessel. Big time. Are they sleeping enough? No. Possibly too much caffeine, maybe too much soda, spending too much time in front of video games. I don't know how people can spend hours in front of a video game. I can barely sit still for a movie. But I'm being told that somebody truly needs to focus on their physical, mental, and spiritual self. Okay. Oh, what is this? Yep, all that stuff I just said. Divine love frequency. Hello, welcome. Thank you very much. Welcome. I hope you're enjoying yourself. Spirit saying the stuff I just mentioned needs to be surrendered. I'll let me. I like to throw in my little testimony. I guess it's my Leo side. I don't know. So back on the full moon in Cancer, I Spirit brought me to my knees a couple of days before the full moon was in full effect, and he says, "You need to surrender." My three favorite things. I was like, cannabis, coffee, no more go-go juice, and chocolate. You got to surrender it right now. And I haven't smoked any weed in a month, no coffee in a month, and I've been begging. I'm like, please, please. He's like, no, no. I'm like, at least give me the weed, man. No, nothing. And the thing is as divine people, we know when spirit says surrender, we surrender. You got to surrender. But there's somebody watching that's got a whole lot of things that they're doing that need to be surrendered, because you may be on the verge of something that may push it over the edge. It may be causing a lot of this. If you're taking a whole lot of, and this is coming from Gigi's personal training, nutrition side, the other side of my life, it can definitely be messing with your sleep, your sex drive, your creative. It could be messing with all of that because your body's out of whack. It's not getting enough of the good stuff. You're putting in too much of the bad, especially when it comes to ingesting too much junk food and sugar. Okay. Somebody's guardian, somebody's protector, somebody's spirit guide is asking me right now, please, you need to take better care of yourself. If you haven't had a physical, if you haven't gone to the doctor in a while, please do so. It's time to surrender all those bad things, all those bad thoughts, all the envy, any doubts, any lack of courage, any lack in your self-esteem. You got to surrender it to God and get to realizing that you are a divine being that's being watched. I have several angels with me right now that are telling me they got their eyes on you. They got their eyes on all of us. Yeah, chocolate and coffee. Oh, the chocolate right now, it's that special time. So that chocolate, I woke up this morning and I was like, oh, shamrock shake, oh, shamrock shake, wherefore out thou shamrock shake. And I brought my happy behind over to the uh the McDonald's, and I got me a shamrock shake. So I'm that's the one part of the trifecta of what is my biggest issues that's causing me a whole lot of grief. But once I get the cravings gone, I'm gonna get back to it, and I'm just gonna leave it for that special time where you know. Anyway, so there's that grief again. Surrender that too. You can grieve over something or somebody, whether it be a relationship, whether it be the loss of somebody, whatever it is, grieve it, get it out, feel your emotions, feel what you need to, and then surrender the rest of it. Right now, your main focus should be on your spiritual cleansing, your spiritual side with a spiritual bath, cleansing your home of any negative energies, releasing any negative energies that may be surrounding you, and detoxing. because you got a whole lot of love in you that's waiting for the perfect relationship. Okay. There's a whole lot of love there. But the thing is you need to find a whole lot of love for yourself. And some of it, what is that? Oh, yeah, that shamrock shake was really good. But anyway, I was loving myself today with that shamrock shake. Find your, live your life. Okay. Love yourself. Take care of yourself. Love yourself. Love God. Love yourself. Love your person. Love your family. Okay. Right now, that's the biggest thing. And everything will start falling into place. But it starts with self love and surrendering whatever needs to be surrendered and accepting that this is your life and this is why you're here is to do the divine purpose that you're being led to do. And even if you're having a struggle right now, doing it, if your creative, what is this? Your creative mind may be blocked, just ask spirit to cleanse it for you. Cleanse that out of your system. Do whatever you need to do to find that creativity. Even if it's to say, I'm done with this for a second, back off of it for a while, go start a new project somewhere else. Leave that one for a little bit later until you find the juices in you, the creative juices in you to go back to it. Because if you're having that much of a hard time doing what you need to do for that particular whatever, it may be because it's not the time for it. And spirit's blocking it. What is that? Four red. Oh, okay. Um, it may be because spirit's saying it's not time for this right now. So you may not want to fight it too hard because the creative block or writer's block or whatever may just get worse. So I just felt like that was important. Freedom. Is somebody work? What is this? Growth. Is somebody working too much? Is somebody working too much? Are you too busy with everyday life and you don't have enough freedom to yourself? Figured we find ways to ease our true feelings of dissatisfaction and numb waiting what we really want. You know, well, yeah. If you, I mean, it could very well. You know what I would suggest, Danny, excuse me. I would suggest if there's a whole lot going on up there, journal it down. Write it down in like a list of what all the things that come to mind, all the projects. Man, if the amount of stacks of paper I have with all my creative ideas is crazy. And then just as you write them down, just put like little numbers next to them on the places where you want to start. Maybe that'll help kind of declutter all of that. Let's see. But the thing is I think somebody needs a little bit of personal freedom. Maybe you're spending too much time with the kids and not getting enough you time, or you're working too dang much and not playing enough. But there's somebody out there that needs to get some freedom to just be able to take some time for you and do something that you love, and it'll allow you to possibly grow in the areas that you need to grow in. Maybe mind, body, soul. Absolutely. Find the lighter side of things. Take you know take some time to go out, and I really think that it has to do with too much work and not enough play, too much adulting and not enough time to be the youthful side of you. I really think that that will help open up a whole lot, especially when it comes to creativity. I would highly suggest getting out to nature, play in the sun, pray by the moon kind of deal. Yeah, I really think that that will help open things up by you doing something that will help you see the lighter side of things. Oh, absolutely. I think we all do. Meditation, nature, and peace, and quiet, and a little bit more happiness in our lives, a little bit more humor, a little bit more just joy. I think with, over the last couple of years with this COVID nonsense and everything always happening, you know, I've seen a lot more people gathering now and doing, but we were all locked in the house, going cuckoo crazy, not having enough fun because nothing was open. Living where I live, we have Yosemite National Park, and that's one of my favorite places to go. And they put restrictions on it where there was only allowed 1,200 people a day. And in this park, like this place, this is a huge park, okay? And not being able to go because there were reservations, it was killing my inner child because I love being out in nature and going and seeing the waterfalls and taking my son out to play. And When they finally released the restrictions, we were up there all the time and playing in the snow, and it really livened us up. So now that things are opening up, I definitely recommend getting out and doing more fun things. And try not to work so hard, guys. Really, if we weren't put here to work ourselves to death. We were put here to enjoy life and express love and find happiness and be with the people that bring light and love to our lives. And what have I been saying about our health? Our body is the temple for our soul. We need to take very good care of it. Sorry, I'm trying to keep up with what everybody's telling me. Serious, I have trouble with my inner child. I struggle. Yeah, you might be working too hard. You know, I don't know, Danny. I don't know what generation you're part of. I don't know when you were born, but as kids of the night, I'm a kid of the '90s. I was born in the '80s, grew up in the '90s. I was a latchkey kid. I was pretty much responsible for myself by the time I was 8, so I completely understand that. Completely. Whee! Woo! Okay. And there's that self-esteem again. See, once we get all of this into balance, guys, your self-esteem is going to go through the roof. You're going to be a baddie, looking good, smelling good, feeling good, get all them quantum emotions, yes. And your self-esteem you're going to be shining. You're going to do a 180 complete switch. People are going to see that glow up, and they're not going to know what to do with themselves. They're not going to be able to keep their eyes in their head and their jaws from off the ground. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you were born in 81? 42. Hey, my fellow 80s and 90s kids. Yes. Hello, my people. My generation over here. Yes. Okay. We got it may just be our generation. I don't know. Our parents done did a number on us. Like I know my between me and my son's dad, like our parents did a number on us. I don't know about you guys, but what were they doing in the 80s? Like somebody needs to maybe it was all that cocaine that was going around, maybe it was in the water a little more. I don't know, but they really did a number on us. Maybe, giving us way too much responsibility way too early. I'm just speaking from myself. I don't know about you guys, but I know that if my mom wasn't working so much and she was, there more, I may not have had so much pent up. I never got to be a child. I never got to be a child. And I noticed a lot of people from my generation had the same problem. So, we need to stick together and support each other and boost each other up and remind each other to not work ourselves to death like our parents instilled in us and start having more fun because we only got so much time. I mean, we always talk about, I always talk about having that proverbial clock above our heads that we can't see that have the time, date, and moments that for when our time to go meet God is. And, tomorrow's not tomorrow's not guaranteed for any of us. It's the Aquanetter. The beehives they were doing, yeah. I raised myself so I grew up so fast. Yeah, I'm completely there with you. Our parents done did a number on us, and it's time for us to break these vicious cycles. It's time for us to stand up and be strong. Because I don't know about you guys, but I noticed that a lot of parents from back in that time were also narcissists. The high bags. That's funny. You know, the narcissism from that generation, my mom was born in the 60s, my dad was born in the like late 50s, early 60s, and they're just narcissistic. I don't know if it's just because I'm from I don't know. Maybe it's from where I'm from or the way they were raised. I don't know. My grandparents were children of the Great Depression. My grandmother, Jewish, dealing with all of that. They instilled these crazy thoughts in my mother and father's heads. It wasn't a lot, and they were always working, and it was a lot. So it really messed with our self-esteem from young. Oh, bangs, bangs, high bangs, side ponytail. Yes, it was all that Aquanet. Confirmation. You heard that, right? Confirmation. It was that Aquanet. I blame it on the Aquanet, but it really messed with our self-esteem. It really did. So let's not blame them. Let's fix our problems. Let's fix the issue. Let's work on ourselves and get out of it. We can do it. I have complete faith in all of us that we can do it. Let's be maybe showing empathy to them. Nah, I don't really think we should be. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that. What should I say about this, Spirit? Please give me something about empathy. Where does the empathy need to go? Be empathetic with yourself. Wow, this particular guardian is really standing strong. Is this for a divine masculine? A divine feminine? You're attached to a divine feminine. Remember, folks, we have divine feminine and masculine energy in us, but be empathetic with your own self. Recognize that you went through every single thing that you went through to get you where you are today, to have the testimony that you have, to be able to help encourage yourself and others. Somebody's talent is really going to reach out to people. It's really going to do something to help people. Your testimony is really going to do something to help boost people up, and not only of course, God first, yourself, and then everyone else. But whatever you went through, maybe it's all of us. Maybe it's all of us. But there's somebody very, very powerful in within us here, okay, that has something that they've been through, okay, that they need to remember. They went through it for a reason. Have patience with yourself. Be empathetic to what's going on within you. Okay, don't try to block it. Don't try to force it down. Don't try to force it as if it wasn't there. Okay, because if you're trying to repress all of that, that could be one of the main reasons, if not the reason, why you're having blocks in different areas of your life. Okay, so not only be empathetic with yourself and be empathetic with others, because there's going to come a time with that testimony for all that stuff that you've been through is going to possibly save somebody's life. Sorry, give me just 1 second. I want to read all of this. I want I compl Denny, I understand that. I understand that 100%. I was in that situation with my mom for 3 years when I got pregnant with my son up until, June of this year, right after my awakening, because I got some serious downloads that I needed to make sure got healed before anything happened, you know what I'm saying? No victim mentality for me, lessons to learn, experiences to be had. That's what I got. Absolutely. Everything. Again, here those blockages, trying to repress out all of those feelings could very well be what could be causing some health issues, possibly giving you, if our souls aren't happy, our bodies aren't going to be happy. Okay, that's very. I did. Sorry, I'm getting distracted. If our souls aren't happy, our bodies aren't going to be happy. There was a reading I did where somebody's seriously higher self is literally beating the life out of this person in the 3D. Their higher self is literally tearing apart this person's physical body. And holding we have we have this forgiveness that needs to happen. There may be some resentment that blocks that resentment is toxic. Okay, that resentment is toxic, and the envy that you have is toxic. And doubt is also toxic. You're putting yourself down. You're not believing in yourself. So these are things that, as divine people that we are, okay, these are things that we need to seriously spend a lot of time working on, because it ain't easy. 130 days sober. I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of you. I can't even say it anymore. I'm so proud of you. May God be with you. Yes, it is hard. The first year of my sobriety was the hardest. I don't know if you know my story, but I'm 15 years sober this year myself, and I am so proud of you. Keep going. Keep going. And if you need anybody to be there for you, my emails are always in the description of my readings. Please contact me if you have any questions. If you need a shoulder, you need a friend. Never, ever, ever forget that you have a friend here. We may not know each other outside of this, but I will always be a friend to everyone. So please, please keep me in mind if you ever need anybody. 1 year for you. I'm so proud of you too. 1 year. Keep going, guys. I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of you. Very good. That's part of keeping your health right. Keep that garbage out of your system. You don't need it, whether it's drugs or alcohol or whatever it is. You don't need it. God be with you. I'm so proud of you. Good for you. Good for you. Yes, congratulations to you both. This 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 right here is very important to have with yourself. Okay, especially when we're in sobriety, when we're working on our sobriety, when we're working on our shadow side, when we're working on all of that. Having patience and empathy for yourself is the key to unlocking your courage, your self esteem, and all of that. I can't. I'm so. I wanted. I got to. I'm so proud of you guys. That made me so happy to hear. Patience, because you're making some big old changes. Holy crap. Oh, girl, I get you. I get you. I get you. Yes, I completely understand. My worst when I was my worst was that, it was pretty bad in the service right before I got discharged, but when I got out, it was bad. I was throwing back a bottle a day and an 8 ball of Coke, man. Like I completely get it. That mess ain't easy. It is not easy. Drugs and alcohol, it's a sickness. I'm not even gonna, and it's hereditary. Like it's a mess. It is a mess. I'm telling you, them 80s, our parents in the 80s, man, they were doing way too much. They were being way too extra with all that stuff, whatever they were doing. But now we have opportunity to change. We're doing that. This is why the Most High is awakening us. This is why He's saying, "Hey, listen, you were put here for a reason. It ain't to be doing all that mess. You have all of this knowledge about things in life now. You have all this testimony. Now it's back. Now it's your time to get yourself right, so you can go and use your testimony to do good for others." Mhm. Change is happening, folks. Oh my, I completely agree. Danny, I completely agree. Yeah. Oh my gosh, you guys, I'm so proud of you. Being an empath, it's hard. Like up until my awakening, I just thought I was constantly anytime I would go into a large group of people, I would start getting crabby and start feeling a certain kind of way or way overwhelmed. And that's why I was smoking so much grass to try to be able to, because I'm an outgoing kind of person. I like talking to everybody. And I was feeling so overwhelmed and so all the time, and that's why I was smoking so much weed, because I didn't know how to handle it. I completely understand. These these divine gifts are so sensitive, but it's because we have a purpose. You were given these divine gifts for a purpose. For a purpose. It's a divine purpose. You are here and awakened for a reason. I love seeing all these beautiful comments. I really do. What is this? There's health again. There's health again. Getting our mind, body, and soul in good health is part of this purpose. you know, Sometimes being in hermit mode is good when we're healing and working on ourselves. It helps you understand what your feelings are and what the feelings of others are as an empath. Like my son, he is an Aquarius sun, Cancer moon, Leo rising. I am in for a treat because he has my polar opposite sign as his sun sign. So I'm a Leo, he's an Aquarius. He's got Leo, which is my sun sign in his rising. I'm a cusp Leo Cancer Leo, and he's got Cancer in his moon. Oh God. Yes. Stay inside until you can get a firm grasp on what your gifts are. Work on any grief that you have, any resentment towards yourself for the things that we've done in our past. Take this time to be in hermit mode. It's okay. It's okay. We don't need to be going to we don't need to be going into large groups of people right now because we got that COVID. Let me tell you, COVID is no joke, and it's a pain in the ass. Excuse my language, but it's harsh. And maybe staying inside right now is not the worst of the worst. You know what I'm saying? Denny, did you have one heck of a time during this last full moon in Cancer too? Oh my gosh. Ooh, wrong way. Excuse me. I'm not even looking. Thank you. Don't worry about staying inside too much. Work on yourself, mind, body, and soul right now. Because I really feel like there's some grief somewhere that needs to be managed and handled and understood. Is it time to switch decks yet? No. Okay. Whee! I was waiting for this. Oh, darling. It's okay to let your if you let me see here. The next full moon is in Virgo. It's okay to cry every day. Look, ever since my little Loki, this guy here passed away, I cry every day too. And especially during that special time of the month, I'm always crying. I'm right there with you. I'm right there with you. It's okay. The thing is right now spirit is saying it's okay for you to be inside. The thing is don't let go of your routine. Become more disciplined in the things you do every day. As somebody personally, this is a personal thing here. I'm the type of person that needs discipline and structure. It helps me stay focused. It helps keep my mind off of wanting to relapse because this last year, the last year and a half have been extreme, especially with this awakening. Like certain things have made me like I sometimes I'll get the taste of it in my mouth, my drug of choice, cocaine. And it takes every looking at my son is the best way for me to stay sober, but staying on a routine, staying consistent, doing the things that I know when especially when I'm getting overwhelmed by other people's emotions, especially my 3-year-old. It being disciplined and doing things for yourself, like we'll just say for instance, going to the gym, prayer and meditation, taking your spiritual baths, reading your spiritual literature. It's what spirit's asking you to get more disciplined in. Okay? Those are parts of the changes that need to happen so we can go about our divine purpose in this life. Okay? What is it? I'm being told for you, Denny, crying is so important because we need to emotionally purge. When you're doing it, talk to God. Talk to God and release what you're feeling in those moments to the Most High. It's extraordinarily important to help you learn how to properly use your empath ability. Am I right? On the nose, big time. Okay. And don't feel guilty about it. Don't feel guilty about showing your emotions. It's acceptable. It's part of who you are. Oh, twin flame journeys are no joke. Oh my gosh. Does it wake you up in your sleep too, getting the downloads in your dreams about your twin flame and trying to come in there and messing with your head? Oh my God, mine does it all the time. And the amount of times I have to tell him to beat feet and leave me alone. I send you light, love, and blessings, but you got to go. You ain't got to go home, but you got to get the hell out of here. I completely get it. Don't stop yourself. Just don't fear other people's judgment of what you're doing, especially with the crying. Don't worry about what other people have to say. Don't stop it because if you repress all of that, it's going to make you physically sick. Let it out. If you need to let it out, let it out. If you need to excuse yourself from a gathering to let out your feelings, let it out because it's there for a reason. I really highly suggest utilizing utilizing a journal. Oh, these masculines and these twin flame journeys. Oh my God, yes. It's exhausting just thinking about it. It really is. But please do not feel guilty about expressing your emotions. Have you done any research on there? I don't. Do I have it in my phone? Hang on a second. There was an app that I found or a website where it's utilizing your I don't have it on this phone anymore. There was a website. It was either yeah, it was a website where you can type in your birth information and it will tell you how to handle like stress, anxiety, depression, and all of that with your zodiac signs, your sun, moon, rising. Check that out. It may help you. Absolutely, that's what I'm here for. I'm always happy to share my advice. Oh, absolutely. But I would definitely look into everything you can find out about having your moon in Cancer or whatever your moon sign is. I would highly recommend utilizing that because it may help you figure out a way to use it in a positive way. Crying is honestly, if somebody ever told me to stop crying and quit with the baby, my dad used to do that. My dad's an Aquarius and he doesn't have a soft bone in his body. I don't know, but he always used to call my crying baby bottle nonsense. My moon is in Scorpio. Okay, he always used to call my crying baby bottle nonsense. And, that's just part of his personality. And again, my narcissistic parents. Anyway, but, it kind of made me feel a certain kind of way, but I didn't listen to him. I didn't listen to him. And I'm glad I didn't because repressing those feelings, anytime I try to repress my feelings, I feel sick to my stomach. Oh, yes, it is. Honestly, in my humble opinion, I think any water sign in the moon sign is a whole lot because that's a whole lot of emotion on top of the emotion on top of emotion. Oh yeah. All right. Anything else from here? Thank you. Friendships. Okay. Do you have somebody collective in your life, a friend whether it be a furry little friend or a human friend that you can go to and confide in and trust, somebody that can understand you. Do you have somebody? What is this? The simplest of Oh, yeah. I understand that. Your dad's an Aquarius too. Oof, I understand that too. Oh, Lord. Some of us, we just need friends. Maybe we should get together on every Friday and do this and just become friends, you guys, because I think we need more like-minded friends that understand. I, oh, that's so sweet, kitty cat. Good. Honestly, I think we need to find more. My son. I think we need to find more like-minded friends. Honestly, people that understand what we're going through. It's hard to find. I have somebody I talk to every Thursday, my therapist. I call her my Alfred. She knows all my secrets. I'm Batman. She's Alfred because I got like, she knows all the things, even things I can't tell anybody else. Only God and I know. I tell her just so I have somebody to purge to. And it's really nice. But she's not my friend. She's a paid therapist. But it would be really nice to have somebody in the corner, myself and probably the rest of us. It's okay to cut ties. It's okay to cut ties, but maybe start looking into finding people to be acquaintances with that understand that you can talk to. Like, if you ever want to talk to me, you can. Like I said, I put my information in the descriptions of my videos. You're always welcome to reach out to me. I understand a lot of this. I've gone through most of this stuff myself, so we should all get together and exactly find your soul tribe. Well, maybe we should start a group, like some kind of group somewhere that we can get together as a soul tribe, build a soul tribe of like-minded people that we can get together and, maybe Zoom or something and just do Zoom friend hangout times or whatever, because it's really important to have people on your side that understand this. It's extraordinarily important. Because staying in hermit mode is only good for so long before we're like bored, lonely, and we start reverting back to the bad feelings. We always need some. We all need somebody. Well, you know what? Well, let's keep that on the forefronts of all the things, and maybe we can talk more. Like I said, hit me up in the email, guys. Don't feel like a failure because you had to release people in your life. That's part of this whole journey. People show us their true authentic selves, and how we handle it, even if it has to end, how we handle it is what's going to make us grow as people. We're not failures for not having a mess ton of people in our back pocket. Having just one or two really strong connections is all we truly need. I agree. And let me ask you something, Denny. Have you, in the last 3 years, have seen a significant change in your personality in your life? Have you seen it being a positive thing? Because if not, then maybe it's time that you find somebody. Maybe it's time for you to start asking God who needs to be in your life, so that way you can feel more abundant. Absolutely, I completely agree. It's time to see the abundance that we already have, even if we are in a hermit mode. Everything that happens, everything we're given is a blessing, the good, the bad, and the ugly. It really is. It really is. Do you want me to keep going with this deck? No, is it time to switch? Okay. It's time to switch, guys. Remember, be honest with yourself. Be honest about your feelings to yourself. I really can't stress it enough. I really think you guys need to be journaling. Let's see. Let's see. Do you want angels and ancestors? No, it's time to tap into the love. We're going to get into the love portion. That's awesome. Family can be karmic too. Don't forget that. Remember, as Pope Joan says, the possibilities are limitless because the soul is limitless. time for the love portion. Let's see what the love is. You know, this deck is a beautiful deck, but it kind of scares me how much love is in there. Let's see. I hope you guys are enjoying this. This is not a typical way for me to do a reading, but I really kind of like this. Aw, you're very sweet. Thank you. Tell me how you guys like this style. Is this good for you guys on the Friday reads? Let me know. I've never done one. I'm just going with the flow of things. So I hope you guys are enjoying yourselves. Please let me know. All right. Oh man. This masculine energy, that's the guardian, protector, spirit guide, whoever he is. He's like, ooh, love. Ooh, I'm so excited. Oh, the heart chakra is one of the most, well, they're all important, but that to me, that one and in my opinion, what is it called? I'm sorry. I'm not, it's your crown chakra. The crown chakra and the heart chakra, in my opinion, are, in my opinion, the most important. Yeah, I'm glad you're having a blast. That's awesome. Oh, that's good. Journal all the thing. I have my journal right next to me because I think tonight's going to be a journaling night for me too. But yeah, Palo Santo, in my humble opinion, is very, very, very good. It's a Peruvian sacred wood, and I've noticed in comparison, like grandfather sage, white grandfather sage is the universal, but it's not. I just find that there's something different about Palo Santo. I feel like it cleanses the energy in my space so much better than grandfather. But that's me. I also use cedar, which smells amazing, but it doesn't. You'd have to waft it too much, and it may be too much smoke. But I really personally believe the Palo Santo might be your best bet. Oh, I'm glad you're enjoying yourself. That makes me so happy. All right, let's see. I'm a little nervous about this love stuff here, guys. All right, let's see. Spirit, what kind of love messages would you like to tell to the collective? Thank you. Well, we already know people in here. We got some twin flame journeys. Oh, man. That twin flame may be coming in contact, and it may be time to start getting to know each other outside of whatever they're giving you through, the crystal ball up here, whatever you guys are getting downloads of. Maybe it's time for you to either prepare yourself because are they coming towards them on the nose big time. Somebody's twin flame is coming to them. I'm being told very soon divine timing is happening. Hold on. Give me this. Where is it? Somebody's divine counterpart is on a big journey right now, about to bring themselves to you in a big way, on the nose, big time. There may be some groveling. Have they met before? On the nose, big time. Oh, there's definitely going to be some groveling. I'm being told they want to know the new side of you. Are they stalking? On the nose, big time. Somebody's getting stalked by their twin, and they're starting to see whatever you're posting, whatever you're doing on social media. They're starting to see it. I'm being told, and they're like getting all giddy. This energy's getting all giddy, like they really, really are liking what they're seeing. Danny, I completely understand. Pay attention to your dreams. If you get woke, here is just another suggestion. If you get woken up in the middle of the night with any kind of downloads in your dreams, keep your journal by your bed and write them down as soon as you get them because there's something there, and then it'll help you go back to sleep because it'll get it out of your head. But somebody's twin is on their way, and they're skip, skip, skip to my loo all the way to your front door, and there's going to be some groveling. They may just try to like love bomb you big time. Big time. Time for. Oh, he ghosted you. Well, now I understand. Maybe it's for you. Maybe it's for you because there's some groveling that's about to happen. You both are in a timeout. You've been dreaming constantly now for about start the a dream journal is important because there's messages there, and I would highly suggest going back and reading over them more than once, because you're going to get new things in those, right, in whatever you're journaling. There's going to be new messages every single time that you get them, and it may even trigger downloads and premonitions if you get them. That will help you on your journey. There's that separation. Oh, there's going to be some groveling. Whee! Well, like I've been saying, love yourself first. Take this time to do that. Take this time to do that, so that way when he comes up to your door, or she, however it is for you, and you get that knock 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 with all the flowers and the, oh, please please, I'm so sorry, and the groveling, yeah, you'll be at your best. Let your friends help you through this. I'm your friend. We're all friends here, so if you need friends, let your friends help you. Before our awakenings, before we realize we're in twin flame journeys, we do things that we don't, necessarily look back on and fondly. But if you have the chance now to correct those things, those things that we see as character flaws in ourselves, this is the time now, while you're in hermit mode, to work on yourself by loving yourself and healing all of those things. That's what's going to make you. Your self respect makes you more romantically attractive, just like it says here. Okay. And like we were talking about, getting together and forming a soul tribe, we can all help each other through these things as people who know the inside and outs of all of this, up and down the twin flame journey, the awakenings, the spiritual gifts, the empath abilities. Oh my goodness. Like, the premonitions can get to be, for me, the premonitions get so bad sometimes, and I really wish somebody could understand why I just stop in my tracks, close my eyes, and I'm just like in a trance. Having somebody there to understand it helps it helps. So, but make sure you're loving yourself first, because that twin flame, they coming. Mhm, mhm, mhm. I don't know. I don't know if I want my twin flame to come back. I really don't. Me and Spirit we haven't seen eye to eye on this for a little while, because I'm just like, do I really want this? And he's like, yes you do. You do. That's why you came here. That's why your higher self woke you up. That's why you got woken up. Where are you? There's that separation again. You're in separation for a reason, because you both need to do some work. Okay. I'm taking that one for myself too, because I know I'm doing my work, but I have a strong feeling in my gut, and my intuition hasn't failed me yet. But you never know. I just Is my other half doing what he's supposed to be doing? Eh, well, yeah. It's been almost 2 years working on self worth. That's We were talking about that with the other deck. Yes, it's a lot of work, and every day is going to be different. Not every day is going to be perfect, and we have to just remember that there's going to be peaks and valleys and everything. So just remember to go with the flow of things, and understand that you're going through this for learning purpose. Okay, so don't get down on yourself, and understand that you're in this separation for however long you need to be in the separation for, to be able to make sure both parties get it right, so that when you guys do unite, that it's everything and more, so you guys can actually be happy. See, if you live with that fear in your mind, it's just giving it darkness. It's just feeding it dark energy, and that's why you are going to stay in separation for even longer, until you release that. That's part of that surrender that I was talking about. You have to surrender those feelings, because if you want this twin flame, then you have to release that. If you want to bring your twin flame in, and you want to actually have this, and be a part of this journey and not end it, then you have to continue to work on those feelings. But if you want to end it, you need to release it to God, and say, no, not in this lifetime, I'm done. And you'll, listen to what God has to tell you. Okay. Because if you want any kind of like honeymoon romantic hearts and flowers, all the hearts and rainbows and coming out of your head and your butt, it's gonna take getting rid of that feeling. Okay. You have to. There's somebody that's holding on to an ex in the collective here that needs to be released, so that way, very soon, that past life relationship and all that groveling can happen. What else needs to come out for this very soon? Very soon, what else, Spirit? Very soon, what else, Spirit? Ah, it may come down to having to heal some family issues. That could be part of that forgiveness I was talking about in the beginning of the reading. That may very well be what's causing a lot of stagnation, is that somebody needs to heal some family issues. On the nose, big time. It, it may be, okay. See, the thing is I feel like there's somebody that I already know that one of us keeps their family at bay. Now, the thing is that it's if you're holding any resentment there, you don't have to physically forgive them like in face to face, but maybe it's the energetic forgiveness that needs to happen. Now, I'm gonna give you an example. A few months ago, I had to deal with somebody. We're just gonna say somebody, and this somebody done did me dirty for the last damn time, and I let this person end it, and I blocked it, and I was done, and washed my hands of the whole damn situation, and I was ready to just be mad. And Spirit's like, no, no, Gina, you're not allowed to be mad anymore. You need to, if you want me to forgive you for any damn thing that you've done, you need to forgive this person. You don't have to call this person and forgive them. You don't have to see them in face, but you need to forgive them and let me hear you forgive them and release it. And it took me 3 days of digging my heels in the ground until I'm like, fine, fine, fine. I forgive you. I forgive you energetically. I forgive you. Can I release it now? He says, no, you can't release it, but thank you for forgiving him. Now it's clear, clean and clear. You have released that energy. It is no longer part of you. It's no longer a burden. Now you can move the hell on with life. Oh, I complete PTSD ain't no joke, my friend. It really isn't. And the thing is, it's part of the loving yourself first, accepting who you are, and working towards understanding it and managing it so you can not don't let it feed the darkness that's already surrounding you, which is why I keep bringing back to the spiritual baths, the cleansing of your energy and soul, and meditation and prayer. When you feel these energies, when you feel the struggles of the PTSD from past issues, those are the things that you need to journal and release to spirit. Those are the things, because that's what's continuing to feed the darkness that lingers. Okay, so you need to it's time to release all of that in a healthy way. Because, holding on to those particular things could very well cause you to go back to those codependencies or feed into codependencies that you already are suffering with that you haven't been able to release yet. Okay? You don't want to do that. What's on the bottom? Because guess what? You got to heal all of this because you're already doing this, whether you realize it or not. You are calling this person into you. Spirit wants you in this twin flame journey. Is that right? On the nose, big time. And he will continue to show you all the things that need to be healed in your life so you can get there. Because again, there's somebody in the collective that's on a twin flame journey that has something extraordinarily big that they're destined to do. Oh, excuse me, my neck. Extraordinarily big. It's so big that you're going to be breaking ancestral, like, vicious cycles, repression in your family line. Somebody may very well end up becoming the first millionaire in their family, well known around the world for whatever talent they may have. And this is why you're being put through the ringer, so you understand what it is that you're feeling inside, what it is that's going on in your mind. These things, you need to understand them right now, so that when you continue on whatever path you're on, and you get to a point to where you start noticing more people following you and watching you and attending whatever things that you're doing, you have it in you to be able to handle it. I'm going to try to read these things here. Denny, that sounds like a narcissistic mother. There's a book I'd like to suggest to you. I've read it myself. It's called Handling Being a Daughter of a Narcissistic Mother. Look it up on Amazon. It's an enormous abundance of knowledge and full of tips on how to manage those sorts of things, either from afar or in her presence. I would highly suggest looking at it. It's being the daughter. It's I think being the daughter of a narcissistic mother, or uh, children of narcissistic mothers, one or the other. But look it up. It's a great book. It's enormously packed full of information and different stories from different people who have dealt with it and how they managed to handle it. I would suggest that for you. Well, meditate on it. If you want to know what your purpose is, it's time to meditate on it and just carry on with the things that your soul is calling you to do. Okay? Because your soulmate, your twin, that person, whoever is going to be a big part of it. And they're going to bring out the playful side of you, which is going to help you with that lighter side. When I was talking about that at the beginning of the reading about not working so much and bringing out the youthful side of you, they're going to help bring out that playful side of you that you never realized was there, especially if you were repressed as a child and weren't able to feel your childhood. You're very welcome. There's some red flags. What is this? I'm sorry. Best guess is then play. Play the violin. Even if it doesn't make sense and you're just called to sit down with your instrument and just play, play. Even if it play for the divine, it'll help you. It's going to channel messages. It's going to open your soul. It's going to open your mind to spirit. Just play. Music is such a gateway to the soul. It will open you up to so many different things. Feel what you need to feel and play it. Okay, but is somebody picking up on some red flags, whether through your intuition's picking up on something? Are you feeling something's not right? Is there something kind of lingering? Is there red flags somewhere? Somebody's thinking about something in the past. There's something that happened in the past. Did this person pick it up as a red flag in the past? No, but maybe getting downloads possibly on the nose big time of something that happened in the past that now needs to be looked at as a red flag. It's going to be possibly the key to unlocking a whole lot of issues, possibly with PTSD on the nose big time. I've been putting off playing, but don't know why. Are you afraid? Are you afraid to release your creative side? Are you afraid to open it up? Think about that. What is it? It's the red flags, isn't it? Yeah. What is it? It has to do with the codependencies on the nose, big time. It has to. I'm sorry. Give me a second, guys. I'm trying to get this. Somebody's during the time of somebody's codependencies. There was a whole lot of something going on that was kind of like you may have not realized it, but there was something huge, like red flags, huge red flags, possibly revolving around somebody's self-esteem. What is this? Want to look good in a group of friends. Oh, you think you can put the I'm just gonna say how I'm seeing it, okay, guys? Somebody's like, oh, maybe I can do more than you, and I'm better than you because I can do this. Something like that. There's somebody, oh, there was somebody in your past that you may have been doing all the dirty, dirty, nasty, whatever your codependencies are with. that has a lot of jealousy and envy of you, that energy is lingering around you on the nose big freaking time. Somebody's sending somebody the evil eye. They don't want to see you succeed, because if you do, then then everything that they were jealous and envious about before, that they try to knock out of you by treating you a certain kind of way, making you feel a certain kind of way, like you weren't adequate, you weren't pretty enough, you weren't thin enough, you weren't this, you weren't bossed up enough, this, that, and the next thing, then all the things that they made you feel like crap about is just going to turn around and smack them in the face when they see you glow up, boss up, and take over the damn world. See, the thing is, I'm reading what you guys have to, what you're saying. I'm just, this energy here is really, oh, somebody throwing somebody an evil eye. Bad. Spirit, are you letting this evil eye touch this person? No, not at all. It's reflecting. Okay, so I don't know if you guys watch Spiritual Sag. Somebody's destined for a twin flame wedding. Okay, I'm going to keep this in my hand. Now listen here. Spiritual Sag said this, I don't know how long ago, but one probably within the last 6 months. And it's a 2-minute evil eye protection meditation that you can do anywhere. Okay. And basically what you do is you envision yourself sitting surrounded with sitting down. Okay. And then you have mirrors circling around you, facing away, like you don't see your reflection, you see the back of the mirror, and the reflection is pointing away from you. And just envision each mirror sending out a ray of light that circles around you in protection, as if you were to look down. If you were looking from it above, it would look like you were in the middle of an eyeball. Okay. And she said, meditate on that, and it will cast anybody it will send all of anybody's evil eye right back to them. What, tenfold, threefold, tenfold, whatever. Meditate like that. Do it. Look it up. Look up evil eye meditation and how to purge yourself of that and keep yourself protected. But somebody is sending somebody an evil eye, but good. Mm-mm. Somebody about some shady, envious, jealous broad is about to get a rude awakening. That's why, protect yourself. Everybody's going to have opinions. Everybody's going to want to get up in everybody's business. Don't worry so much about it. Well, that's why in the very beginning I was saying protect yourself. Bless your home with holy water, sage, and get the lavender. Meditate, do the evil eye protection meditation, whatever you got to do. I would highly suggest staying away from and if somebody's using candle magic on you, don't revert to it to try to protect yourself. Just pray, meditate, spiritual baths, spiritual walks, sing, practice your instrument, and just release it to God. Call upon Archangel Michael if you need to, whatever you got to do. But there is somebody out there that is trying to seriously send you dark energy because of jealousy and envy. And it's not something new. This is not a new jealousy feeling. This is not a new envious feeling. This is something that has been going on for upwards of how many years, Spirit? 17 to 20 years. 17 to 20 years, people are seeing your change. There's something that people are seeing within you that is causing people to be like, how is this happening for you? How are you changing? How is this all happening? Why are you succeeding and I'm not? I'm sitting here stuck, stagnant, and miserable. People are going to, if it hasn't happened yet, it's going to. Okay, you're going to start seeing people popping up out of the woodworks. Once they start seeing you change and doing good for yourself, they're going to start coming out of the woodwork, looking to put their hand out, looking to see what you got going on, and if you want to give them something, if you want to let them back into your circle and feed off of your energy so they can try to bring you down and make you feel like them. Don't let them. Time is fluid, folks. past, present, future, however it is for you. Take it that way, please, but protect yourself. And Denny, I completely get it. Let's see. Just release it to God. Surrender it all to God and let Him deal with it, because Spirit's always with us. They know He knows all the things, what all these people are doing, all the darkness, all the goodness, all of it. He's not going to let one of His divine people that are putting the work in suffer from the hands of evil. He will give you all the things you need to be protected and abundant in all things. Okay? But be very careful. Pay attention to red flags. And definitely, definitely, first and foremost, practice your religious practices, your spiritual practices, all of that. That's going to be your armor. Excuse me. These folks are going to look, I'm going to just call them demons. The demons that linger in these dark people are going to look for any crack, any crevice to try to break into our armor and tear us apart. Yes, we need to protect our children, all of the children, all the babies. Here's what I would like to suggest. Make a special moment in your day to pray specifically for the kids and ask, like I said, ask Archangel Michael to protect us, wrap his wings around you and protect you and guide you through anything and cast any darkness. Rebuke it to hell and be done with it. And just get a God box. That's another thing. Get a God box. And all of these things, all of the fears, the wants, the needs, put them in there and release it. This is another way, writing it down, that helps release these energies. But please, I beg of you, for the first, I would just like to suggest first thing tomorrow, top to bottom, clean the house, sage, holy water, lavender, all the things. Do a spiritual mind, body, soul, all your energy space cleanse and protect yourself big time. Okay. Definitely work on your religious or spiritual factors, because once you get all of this under control and you start feeling good about yourself, you're just going to start attracting abundance. You're going to start attracting people, good people into your life. You're going to, if you're an empath, you're going to know your intuition is going to be on point. You're going to be able to pick and choose who you want, and you're going to be so attractive to everyone that you're going to have the pick of the litter. Okay. Just remember, even in this moment right now, you are very attractive, and always. Okay. You just have to believe that. It's safe for you to love, but be very careful with who you give that love to. That is extraordinarily important. Even your twin. Pay attention to the red flags. Listen to everything. Let your intuition guide you. But it is safe for you to love. You've been putting in the work. You've been putting in the work. And even though you may not feel it inside, if people start coming on to you and doing all of that, let spirit guide you, but realize it's safe for you to love. And when your intuition say, yes, this is the person, go to them. Allow it to happen. Don't worry so much. And just enjoy yourself. Enjoy yourself. What does this say? Oh, your kids are gifted too? Yes, absolutely. If your kids are gifted and you're starting to notice that they have divine gifts as well, of being an empath, intuitive, if they're getting downloads, premonitions, if they have a crystal ball for a brain, whatever, definitely start protecting them, start saging their room and space, teaching them how to take spiritual baths, making sure that they know how to pray and meditate properly, make sure that they have proper use of their crystals and spiritual items, making sure that you teach them how to properly cleanse them. Okay. It's important to teach our children young, so that way when it's time for them to actually, if they need to fully be awakened, if they're, I mean, at the very young, I believe it's up until like 6 or 7 that they're the most opened to the 5D. Oh, that's cool. If they're within that age bracket, definitely start teaching them about spiritual practice. Teach them about the Most High. Teach them how to do all of this. Maybe not necessarily the cards, but practicing, proper cleansing of their spiritual items. Teaching them about journaling, writing down their feelings. Teach them about a God box. Teach them about the spiritual paths. It's important to keep them open and channeling the 5D. Okay. Romantic feelings. Is somebody in dire need to feel romance? I feel like there's somebody out there that's just dying to be romanced, to feel romantic feelings, to feel the warmth of somebody's hug, to feel the warmth of a cuddle, to feel the weak knees of a very good, long, passionate kiss. Somebody is yearning for that big time. big time. Well, Spirit's saying it's safe for you to love. It may not be exactly the right time right now, but it's safe for you to love. Allow your intuition and spirit to guide you. But I'm being told that very soon in divine timing is already happening. Okay. We already saw this card. Somebody's going to be coming and groveling. And the thing is it's when spirit brings that person to you, groveling and begging for forgiveness and wanting to work on it and wanting to know the real you and wanting to get to know the person you are now, you will know at that point it's safe for you to love them. And it's safe for you to allow these romantic feelings to come out. And it's safe for you to be playful. It's safe for you to let the attraction that you feel for this person take you over. The thing is right now, you need to really work on loving you. Don't let the want for romantic feelings, get you to a point where you just rush into a relationship. We don't want to do that. Okay. 7 and 12. Aw. Just don't I don't know. I don't know how to handle that because I completely get it where being perfectionists can, overwhelm us. The thing is none of us are perfect. We're all humans and nothing in this world is perfect. So just do it to the best of your ability, okay? And be satisfied with doing it to the best of your ability. That's one thing that you have to understand, especially with spiritual practices, is that until the moment we meet God, we're all learning. So you have to practice to become better. Practice makes perfect, they say. So practice, 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 practice. And when you see you've done something wrong, take notes, write it down, so you know for the next time what to not do. Okay? It's okay. It's okay. You have to do it to be able to learn. Hands on. You deserve love, both from yourself and from others. But don't just accept love from any old body. Okay? Don't accept love from any old body. Stand in your truth. Understand that you need love, you deserve love, but from the right people. Okay? Is somebody feeling lonely? On the nose, something big, big time, big time. Okay. It feels like an energy I've seen before. Somebody's feeling lonely, need a cuddle. Missing their person. Are they missing their girl? Is there a masculine in the collective missing their girl? Uh-huh. Okay. Well, does your girl miss you? Yes. Okay. The thing is you need to do some work. You got to do some work to be able to get you to where you need to be if you want that cuddle, that hug. And like I said, if you guys need me, you can always email me. Okay, my email is linked to my phone. I'll respond relatively quickly. So I'm here to help if you need me. Hey, Netflix and chill is the best. I say anime and chill because I don't know what the heck has gone on with me in the last 2 years, but I have become such a weave, man. You should see my Netflix. It's nothing Grey's Anatomy and nothing but anime. The list that I've watched, anyway. But I'm picking up on a masculine right now. There either is or was a masculine in this energy that I've been picking up on here with this live that's desperate for a Netflix and chill kind of evening. Oh boy. Confirmation. The person this masculine may have a whole lot of chemistry with. Is that something I need to say? That's funny. Hey, the heart wants what it wants, and it's definitely worth waiting for. Wee, that's too many. Somebody needs to work on their finances and career. It's holding them back from something. I'm being told to suggest making a budget, learning about who Dave Ramsey is, and but the thing is don't work yourself to death trying to become the millionaire. If you become abundant in happiness and self-esteem and confidence and all of that, this will come more naturally. But right now, while you're working on you, work on a budget, learn who Dave Ramsey is. He's amazing. He helped me get my credit from caca garbage to really good. Okay, so I would definitely suggest working on this, but work with what you got. Don't overdo yourself, and cause yourself more stress trying to get it all, make that bag, like people like to say. Just work on better and healthier money habits. Aw, cuddles and movies sound really nice. Light a fire, make some popcorn, and watch a dang movie sounds so good. Maybe after my son goes to bed. What is this? Heart to heart conversation. Is this to that? Is this to the masculine energy? Yes. Okay. There's a masculine energy that's either what was or what is or will be watching this. There's a heart to heart conversation that needs to happen. Is that the final step in bringing them back together? Yes. Big time. Big time. Whether it's however it is for you. Heart to heart conversation needs to happen. Is there more here? No. Can I pull these cards? Yes. All right. Are we pulling out angels and ancestors? Yes. For the final messages for this reading, guys. Oh my gosh. We've been going for an hour and 40 minutes. I love to talk. My friend came over, was here today helping me out and doing something around the house for me. And he was telling me, you can talk forever, can't you? You got all kinds of things to say. You got information. How you get some of this information, I don't even know because he watches my readings. I'm like, it's spirit, man. Confirmation. Sorry. The other two in my family are in the other room. I'm just making sure it wasn't a text. We got no water in here. I was not properly prepared for this. Talk too dang much. All right. Final messages for this reading. We're going to pull them from the angels and ancestors. See what the angels and energy surge. Energy surge. This might be really good. What is this? Ooh, ooh, ooh. My shoulders are heating up. My left ear is heating up. I feel tingles in my forearms. Okay. Somebody's ancestors here on the nose, big time. Oh, so you're not letting me give no details. Okay. Me too. I can talk divine all day. Is it 11:11? Did I miss 11? Oh, it's 9. Maybe it was. Yes, we've been chatting for almost 2 hours. I can talk all day, man. I really can. But I'm being given some information. Somebody's ancestor is watching. They're here. I can't give not a whole lot of details. Oh. Oh boy. Here we go. Let's see what they got to say. See your seeds grow. Somebody planted some seeds recently. Maybe not so recently, maybe in the spring. On the nose, big time. Time's fluid, folks. So maybe springs of the past, springs of the future, however it is, but you planted some seeds. And have you been sitting back and watching them grow? Have you been are they growing now? Yes, yes. And you may see some blossoms come this spring. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's the energy. I don't want to fail them. Well, that's a beautiful sentiment. It really is. The thing is, you need to make yourself proud first. And once you find pride in yourself, they'll find pride in you. Okay? But somebody is about to see the seeds that they sowed grow into something beautiful. Something's about to blossom, possibly in springtime. Whee! I love when that happens. Got to shed your old skin. However, be aware of snakes in the grass. Be aware of the snakes in the grass. Okay? Don't let your emotions take you away. Don't get carried away with your emotions and be like, "Oh, he loves me," and not pay attention to the red flags. Or, "Oh, she loves me," and not pay attention to the red flags. Pay attention. Keep your eyes on the prize, okay? Keep your eyes where you keep your eyes on the prize. And the prize is your divinity, your ascension, okay? Don't let no old snakes or anybody that's got that snaky, evil take you away from your divinity. I don't know if you guys can hear that train, but I got a train coming through over here. I don't have the window open tonight because it's cold outside, but there's a train confirming this. Pay attention to anybody, either from your past or in the future, that come into your life with all the hearts and rainbows or all the, they say they have good intentions. The thing is that there may be some snakes in the grass that may come up and bite you. The other part of this message here is shed old skin. Okay, any lingering outdated things from your past that need to be released, release them. But I'm also being told specifically about snakes in the grass. Oh, actions speak so much louder than words. So much more in my eyes. Words mean nothing to me unless your actions meet them and match them completely. Whee! Spirit Fox, trust your talents in changing times. Trust them. Your intuition, your intuitive gifts, your divine gifts, whatever it is, trust your talents, whatever they are in these changing times, because they're going to be a big part of your future. And start moving beyond ancestral patterns. What was I talking about? There's somebody in the collective that's about to break the generational curses, ancestral patterns that have kept your family line stuck, stagnant, and in the mud. You're about to break them, and you're about to soar. Okay, and it's going to happen in divine timing, and divine timing's already at play here. You're already going through it, and it's going to happen very soon. Very soon to us, spirit. I don't know. I don't know. But there's somebody out there that's, I'm telling you, you may very well be a first generation millionaire. Mhm. All right. What else? Final messages so we can close this out. Anything else? Whee! Let me finish going through the deck. Anything else? Thank you. Okay. You see this warrior right here? Keep your guard up, but don't become cold. Make a plan right now on what you want to do and focus on that. Make that your goal. Make a plan for your goals. Be focused. Stay disciplined. Okay. Hold the space. Hold the space. Your space. Whether it's in hermit mode or whatever, hold your space. Make a plan and focus on it. Because that way you will grow, you will enjoy the growth and reap the rewards. And that reward is going to be breaking ancestral patterns and curses. Breaking any repression in your family line. Okay. Breaking victim mentality, just like Denny said. Yep. Hold your space. Sage your space. Cleanse your space, please. Very important. You want me to keep going? No, we can end it. Okay. That's all I got. You're about to enjoy and reap rewards. You really are. You're growing. You're doing everything that you need to. Just shed the last bit of that old skin. Pay attention to the people that are coming towards you. Pay attention to the energy you feel off these people. And just know that Holy Spirit's there with you. You guys are divine beings. You really are. You're good people. I can tell your energy. I've enjoyed this very much. I love and appreciate you guys. Thank you, Holy Spirit. Thank you, angels, ancestors, and all the energies that have been here with me tonight, helping me through this reading. I love and appreciate you all. I close this reading. That was a beautiful first live, guys. I really appreciate it. Let me get some sage. Let me cleanse this energy. And I just want to thank you guys for being here with me. I appreciate and love you all. And like I've been saying this whole reading, If you guys need me, I'm a friend to all. I love every energy that exists on this planet unconditionally. I will help anybody that needs help as long as their intentions are of the good, of the highest white light, that don't want to be energy vampires. I'm here for you. I want to help you. I want to do you do reading services? I don't see anything in the description box. I don't do any personal readings right now. After the full moon in Cancer, I burned over 2,000 cards, probably 2,000 of my own handwritten cards, and then another 1,000 of decks that had to go. So, and I really just feel like right now, it's not the only services that I provide are prayer and these collective energy readings right now, but I'm always here for friends. I do offer spiritual items that I have in my shop, spirituality kits that include spiritual bath soaks, different kinds of sages. It has the Palo Santo, it has the grandfather sage, it has Nag Chapa incense, it has, let me think, it has clear quartz, um, rose quartz, amethyst, tiger's eye in it. It also has a handmade necklace. I'm also going to be making protection candles that are going to be made over the course of the next month or so. Those are the types of things that I provide right now, and you can go to the westwardwitchco.com to see the things that I have. It's a very small selection right now. I'm about to update my inventory and things like that, but as of right now, no personal readings. Maybe soon. I'm about to start a big endeavor here in June, and I'm not going to have a whole lot of time outside of what I do for YouTube. But for right now, this is what I've got. But I can also, maybe I was thinking about it. If you guys are interested, I could definitely start a prayer book where if you need special prayer, you can contact me and I can pray and bless you. That way, we can do that. Just let me know what you think. Oh, well, thank you. Yeah, and I'll keep you guys posted as things progress in my readings. I'm definitely going to start doing this probably every Friday. If you guys are interested in that, let me know. Perfect. Yeah, just they're available. I'm going to be. They're still in there. I still have the pictures from Christmas, but everything there is the same. And once I add more to them, I'm going to update them. So yeah, definitely hit up the website whenever you're ready. No rush. Um, there's coupons, discount coupons, and stuff like that. Let me know if you're interested. Email me. I'll send you a code, whatever you'd like. Anything I can do to help you guys. But like I said, my main thing right now is making sure I'm available to you guys through email. Anytime you need me to talk, if you have any kind of questions, I'm happy to answer them. Just let me know. Thank you so much. I'm going to end this, guys, now. Thank you so much for an hour and 51 minutes, 52 minutes. I love you guys. Thank you. Remember, I will always love you forever and always. Light, love, and blessings for now. See you guys the next time. Bye bye. How do I end this thing? Bye, guys.